So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Today is day 21 of practice. Yesterday I was so tired, and I've been talking to people, and January is January. January does this thing, this thing that we are all feeling, So really honor that it's a thing, January, and I can feel that there's a sense of an emerging in me. I'm like, oh, wow, I see the light. Oh, I see. There's a lengthening in the evening. There's a change in the texture of the year. There's a quickening or a kind of a vibrancy to the oncoming spring. So see in yourself. Has it shifted yet, or are you still in the deep of January? It's amazing that you're here. For me, this is like a ladder that crosses across the deep chasms of myself as I navigate, life as it passes through me. And this is my constant, being here, moving, connecting. So thanks for being here. Today is Saturday Yum. So wonderful. So come lie on the floor. You're going to need a pillow or a blanket there's a moment where we're going to support our necks with that, okay? So come. So you're lying on the floor. Your knees are bent. I'm going to put my pillow over there for the moment. And just settle in, land in. Feel the floor beneath you. Just that sense of shoulders, head, feet, bum, spine. And this one's for you, Kay. Okay, Kay made a special request yesterday. And I'm like, yes, I can do that. So slowly just begin to sway your knees from side to side. And as you do that, feel the sides of your waist, the deep of your belly. For me, I can feel my sacroiliac joints, the traveling of the weight of me. Nice, the inner thighs, my knees, my feet. Super. Come back to center and then just arch your lower back and flatten your lower back down. And how juicy or connected or yummy can you make this movement? So for me, the yum is this sense of really meeting and leaning into, in a sense of wellness, in a sense of wholesomeness, the groany, gnarly, tight places in me, and noticing, movement is possible, change is possible. Just being present to what is does something in my body. Nice. And then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And as you do this, just feeling I always feel like a plate that's just fallen on the ground and it's going wong, 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 wong. So, what's the sense of you? Are you at the lid of a saucepan? Are you a spinning top? Are you a clock? I just feel the sense of how, when you roll your sacrum and your pelvis in a circle around the floor, how does that fur your deep spine? Nice. Come back to center. So reach both arms up towards the ceiling and interlock your fingers up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then just draw your shoulders forward and backwards a few times. So my head is staying on the floor, and I'm just noticing, how does my neck feel as I draw my shoulders forward and pull my shoulders backwards? And then change the cross of your fingers and do the same thing again. So interesting. That really changed something when I changed the cross of my fingers. Wow, so cool. Nice. Okay, so drawing your shoulders forward, slowly begin to just roll over towards the left. And allow that maybe you don't go all the way down to the floor, or maybe you do. And then roll over towards the right. And just begin to travel. Your feet stay flat on the floor. And for me, earlier when we were rocking our knees from side to side, I could feel my waist and then below into the pelvis and the hips and the thighs. And now I can feel my waist, but now it's my ribs and my shoulders and my neck and my arms that I'm feeling. So that twist is still happening in my waist, but it's like I'm spiraling different parts of me as I do it. Nice. So we're going to try and do the up and the down. But as soon as you do the up and the down, there's going to be less movement of your legs and of your arms. So just notice, if you drop your arms to the right and your knees to the left, how far do you go? Feel the stuckness? That's so interesting. And then come back to center. Drop your knees to the left and your arms to the right. And notice the stuckness. I think it isn't as stuck as I think it is. So just do it a few times and see. There's a moment where if I stop believing I'm stuck, I actually can roll a little bit more into my shoulders. So interesting. So I can drop my knees. They're not dropping very far, but my knees are going one direction and my arms are going the other. Can you unstick your shoulders in wholesomeness? And then come all the way back to center. Pause. Nice. So bring both arms wide and out beside you. So we're going to travel with one hand at the moment. So bend your right elbow and pull your right elbow down towards your right hip. So when I do that, something happens in my rib cage on the right. And now straighten your right arm overhead, and then keeping your fingers on the floor, roll slowly over till your right hand comes to your left hand. And then slide your fingers along the floor. Pull your right elbow back beside you, down towards your hip. Sliding your hand over, slowly reach over towards the left hand with your right. And then coming all the way back, pull your elbow down. Nice, one more time. Sliding over. And sliding back. Nice, try the other side. So left elbow is going to bend and pull down towards your left hip. Notice what happens in your chest. And then reach your arm long and then slide it over towards the right. For me, there's something about the side of my shoulder and the side of my ribs opening in this way that is just so amazing. So it's a bit like alarm clock. It's a bit like propellers. It's a bit like gliders. And come all the way back to center. So this is the point where you're going to get the pillow. Okay, so grab your pillow and bring it underneath your head, or a blanket. You can use a block, but I found that the block wasn't big enough. I was kind of falling off the block. If you feel like your neck is really strong and well and you don't need it, then that's okay as well. Okay, but I just found I wanted something a little bit more for my neck. Okay, so reach your arm, bend both elbows and pull both elbows down towards your hips. Nice. And then straighten your arms out wide. Nice. Bend both elbows, Pull your elbows down towards your hips. And then straighten your arms wide. Nice. One more time. Bend both elbows. Pull your elbows down. So both shoulders are squeezing together. Your chest is popping forward. And then both arms are wide. So roll over onto your right side and interlock both hands. Okay. And so my knees are directly in front of my hips and my arms are directly in front of my shoulders. And I'm going to interlock my fingers. And we're going to do a cat pose here. So round your back and tuck your chin under, but I have to pull my spine backwards. So on the floor, I push into the floor and my spine will move towards the ceiling. But now you have to pull your spine backwards. Nice. And then arching your back, really draw your chest forward, pull your shoulders back, pull your hips back. So how would you do a cat pose here? So just notice, how would you mobilize between your shoulder blades deeply? For me, this is where I wanted the pillow underneath my head. The block was okay, but I just found with the movement, my ear got kind of it didn't really like it. So just squeezing back and round. And you're just noticing, how do I really make space for my shoulders here? So it's the shoulders that you're trying to mobilize. Round, reach your arms more forward. Oh, squeeze back, draw your chest forward. One more time. Round and squeeze back. Nice. Come back onto the floor. Pause. Wow, I feel very wonky after that. Nice. Other side. So roll over onto your left side. Interlock your fingers. Knees are straight in front of your hips. And then round your back. Really pull your spine backwards. I'm trying to exaggerate the space between my shoulder blades and the back of the rib cage. And then arch. Nice. Round. Arch. Round. Arch. This side is less organized for me. Round. Arch. It's harder to include my lower back in this one. This side of my body doesn't understand the movement as much. Arch. Nice. One last time. Round and arch. Cool. Get rid of your pillow. Come lie on your back. Stretch your legs out long. Stretch your arms out long and just let all that settle. Nice. Wow. So I feel my ribs and my shoulders and my neck. There's a different order or organization happening there now. I'm like, wow, that's so interesting. So let it settle. Nice. So bend your knees and then lift your right foot up and bring your right foot to rest on top of the left knee. And then squeeze your left knee up towards you. Nice. And just meet the deep of that right buttock. And just pause there. Nice. So I'm flexing into the foot. I'm strong in my calf. So my foot isn't just passive. My foot is active. And the more active my foot is, the more protected my knee is. And then just draw a circle with this shape in the air above you. And then circle in the other direction. So tomorrow we're going to do some pigeons. And so we're just warming into the knee and the hip for tomorrow. And then just rock from side to side. Notice the sides of your waist, the deep of your hips. Notice, do your shoulders stay on the floor as you rock, or do your shoulders lift? And see if you can keep your shoulders on the floor so you're engaging the chest in what you're doing. So it's more important that you still get really steady into the chest than you go deeper with your legs. Nice. Change. Bring the left foot to rest on top of the right knee. Squeeze the right knee towards you. Feel the deep of the left buttock. Nice. And then draw a circle with this shape. Slow the movement down, make it smoother. So speed is not necessarily the best thing for anything, actually. So slowing things down. So as you slow things down, you become more aware of the quality of the movement, of the sensations that are happening. Circle in the other direction. Nice. Just rock from side to side. Keep your shoulders really solid on the floor. I have a sense of the shoulder blades really being like little suction cups stuck to the floor as I move. Nice. Both feet to the floor. So I was thinking about twists this morning, and I was thinking about how we twist. So we're going to do experiments in twisting. So begin by lifting both feet off the floor. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drop your right thigh all the way down to the floor and then draw your left knee towards the left. Okay? And then you're going to bring your left hand to your left knee, even both hands to your left knee. And now draw your right knee up and then drop your right knee down. And your left knee doesn't move anymore. Your pelvis, when your right knee is up, is on the floor. And your pelvis, when your right knee is down, is lifted on the left side. But my right knee isn't moving anymore. It's staying in the same place the whole time. So if I do this sideways, my right knee is, my left knee is staying where it is. Oh, I think I did a mess with the knee thing there. My left knee is staying where it is and my right leg is traveling. Okay. I changed from one side of the mat to the other, and now I'm totally confused. So right knee is traveling, and my left knee is staying more or less solid. And there's a moment where my pelvis goes at a 45-degree angle to get my right thigh down. Nice. Try the other side. So bring your left thigh all the way to the floor, and now bring your right knee towards the right. Bring your right hand to your right knee. And now my right knee stays where it is, and my left leg will travel. And there's this really interesting moment where I kind of roll across the deep of the left buttock and I tilt my pelvis, but my right knee is staying where it is as my left leg travels out and comes back in. And it's like my knee isn't just center, my knee is a little bit towards the right side. Nice, we'll do that again. So bring your right thigh all the way out, draw your left knee as far to the left as it'll go, left hand to your left knee, and then travel with the right leg. Can you bring your knee really smoothly to the floor? It's like this, you have to grow your inner thigh to get there. How do you do this? Nice, other side. So drop your left thigh all the way down, bring your right knee over towards the right, hold on to your right knee, and then travel with the left leg. You could even try bringing your right knee more to the right, so there's a struggle to get your knee down, only in wellness though. So it's like there's still only movements that I'm really able for, really my ability and my strength is up for this. I'm just challenging myself a little bit more. So we're going to do the opposite. So bring your right thigh all the way to the floor and now lift your left knee away and then bring your left knee all the way down. So my right thigh is not moving and it's on the floor. And now I'm moving the top leg over as far as I can go. Now the squeeze is over towards the left and then it drops towards the right. Over towards the left, squeeze or lengthen, and then down towards the right. Over towards the left. And feel how there's like deep engagement into lengthening and then shortening. Lengthening and then shortening. Next time you travel towards the left, pause. So I have a sense of my inner thighs are long, my left knee has direction towards the left, my right thigh is really solid, and my arms are wide. Nice. Come back up to center. Other side, bring the left thigh all the way down, and now right leg begins to move. How do I find that engagement of the squeeze of the end of the movement? How do I inhabit the deep of my hip, the deep of my pelvis, the inner thigh? Nice. One more time. How cool. Great. Come back to center. And then just squeeze both knees up towards you. Wrap your arms around and pause. And just have a sense of resting, squeezing deeply. Nice. Just rock from side to side. Rocking, easing, listening. Nice. And then roll in a deep circle with your knees. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor and pause. You can stretch your legs out. You can bend your knees and squeeze them up towards you. You can have the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. You can come into a twist if you wish. And just pause. And you just resting your hands on your belly if your belly is available. Deepen your breath down into your belly. And let all that settle. So we moved our neck and our shoulders, the deep of the ribs, the pelvis, the inner thighs. Let all that settle. Nice. How awesome. So just stay there while the music comes on. Let that settle in you. Really allow that sense of absorption, settling, deepening. Nice. Lovely to be here. I will see you all tomorrow for more yum. Tomorrow will be pigeon type stuff, yum, and a little bit more backbendy stuff, yum. So be well, and I'll see you tomorrow, Sunday yum, and yeah. Oh, and wellness. Wellness is going to be the topic, the journey, the intention for February. It's feeling really cool. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.